It can be a confusing time when it comes to healthcare thanks to all of the stuff in the news about the future of the Affordable Care Act. Now, even if you don't get your health through healthcare.gov, changes could potentially impact your coverage. Here to help us break down what we need to know for 2020 is Mike Bertaut, a healthcare economist and Straight Talk blog host for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana. Welcome back.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank
Great
you
to
so
see you
much for
again.
joining us. Loving the blue today. First of all, we have to talk about this ruling.
Yeah.
What happened and what's the latest?
Well, essentially, the Affordable Care Act provides the money for insurance for more than 500,000 people just in Louisiana. And those folks have had their insurance threatened on occasion by lawsuits that have been filed against the act. The most recent one in a court in Texas, they sort of said the whole thing was unconstitutional. But I want to comfort everyone and let them know that it doesn't affect anyone's insurance today and won't for the next year or two. It was appealed, the decision was appealed to the Fifth Circuit here in New Orleans. And the judges here were very clear. They said, we agreed with some of the stuff the district court said in Texas, but the majority of it is not clear. And they sent it back to the original judge and said, do a better job. And so today we're not as threatened. Some of the people who were in a hurry to get it decided actually asked the Supreme Court in Washington to take it up sooner. And the Supreme Court just a few days ago said, no, the house is not on fire. Everything is fine, and so we're going to roll.
So we're still waiting on some more information. So we're not really going to see any effects for our 2020 health care coverage plan?
No. Yeah, I expect there to be nothing really. I'd be surprised if we had 2021 effects at this point.
Really? So what do we have to wait for now? Is there anything else we have to wait for in the court to see what happens?
We're in a situation where I think we'll just kind of ride it out. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I don't want anybody else to stress about their health insurance at this point. We had a great open enrollment season that just ended.
Very good.
A lot of Louisianians signed up. We have almost 500,000 people now that have joined the Medicaid program.
Amazing.
And the Affordable Care Act is worth $3 billion a year to Louisiana.
Wow.
That money's coming directly from Washington to Louisiana citizens.
So it's going to bring it back to help us here in the state.
Yes, so we can count on that money continuing to flow for a while.
Okay, well, that is some good news. Thank goodness, because I know a lot of people, but I also know a lot of people who still don't have coverage. Now, say they don't get their coverage through healthcare.gov.
Right.
Do they have to wait to see what happens with this Affordable Health Care Act?
Not at all. You can go online today, and open enrollment is technically closed for private insurance.
Right.
But you can go if you've had some special circumstances, if you had a baby, if you got married, if you moved in from another state. There are a list of things that you can see on the healthcare.gov website that might let you shop for insurance sooner. You can also apply for Medicaid if your income's below a certain threshold all year round.
I think that's very important to know, because for me, I was like, oh my goodness, if I don't go through open enrollment, I'm not going to have insurance, but some special circumstances will allow you to still enroll. Of course, just check before you enroll.
Absolutely. And also, I want to point out the Medicaid program is doing audits where they're checking people's income to make sure they're still in the program. If they say that you made a little too much money, don't despair. Go directly to healthcare.gov and apply for private insurance. If you're just a little bit above that Medicaid threshold, it'll be heavily discounted, and you'll get a very good deal on private insurance.
I hope you all are writing this down, because this is some information right here. Now, besides staying tuned to see what happens with the Affordable Health Care Act, what are some other things we need to keep in mind with our health care coverage in 2020?
Well, we're starting a new year. Get that annual checkup. Make sure that you're taking the medications your doctor prescribes. Here in Louisiana, we have an elevated chance of you having things like diabetes and high blood pressure and cardiac issues, and we want to make absolutely sure that you're taking the meds the doc prescribes and that you're staying on the plan.
Absolutely. And there's some other tips that we want to show you all. I love how you say, keep in mind that you all have telehealth. Super cool, totally new. Tell us about what that is.
A lot of times I'll run into family members who I can tell they're sick, right? They've got the flu and they won't go to the doctor. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, that waiting room's full of sick people. Don't worry about it. Use the telehealth. You can use it on your phone or your tablet, and you can see a doctor, get a diagnosis, get a prescription issued without ever going to the doctor's office.
And what's really cool is that, say you are the sick one, but your child's not sick, but you're afraid that they're going to get sick when you go in that waiting room with all those people.
Yep.
So it is a great option.
Absolutely.
So fun. You are so great. Thank you so much for joining us, as always.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too,
Absolutely.
my friend.
Thank you so much. Well, hey, for more information on the Affordable Health Care Act, healthcare policy, cost, and quality, you can check out Blue Cross's Straight Talk blog. You can find it by going to the website straighttalkla.org.